Wow. I always tell myself I don't look that bad until I turn on a camera. Then I always look bad, but we're just gonna ignore that, okay? My name is Tabitha Gabrielle. It's very nice to meet you. I usually rant about books on this channel, but today I'm feeling a little creative. So we're gonna explore my creativity a little bit today, okay? And the reason why I'm standing in front of this hideous shirt is because we're gonna be revamping it today. And hopefully, if all goes according to my plan, and it rarely does, but hopefully, if it goes according to plan, we're gonna have, a cute shirt by the end of this. I'm gonna put a few pictures on the screen as to what my vision is for this project, okay? So if y'all are familiar with Jaded Gypsy as a brand or like Three Bird Nest clothing, that's what I was really inspired by for this project. And then Tracy Myers is a YouTuber that I just recently discovered, but oh my gosh, I'm so inspired by her creativity in like upcycling and revamping clothing items. She's amazing. Also, please ignore the fact that I have so much cat fur on this shirt. I'm going to be using dye, and I don't want to mess up one of my good shirts. Okay, sorry about it. I look positively unhinged, and the longer I look at myself, the sicker I get. So let's get started so I don't have to look at myself anymore. Yeah, I'm modeling it on my front porch. And all of my neighbors are outside doing things outside right now. So this is my modeling debut. Okay, that's better. And now my mom is outside mowing, so we're just getting better and better with the quality, you know. Respect the fact that I'm trying, okay? That's all I ask. Here's the fit. As you can tell, it looks like a DIY project gone wrong. It looks like someone's failed attempt at a Pinterest project. And you know what? It might look even worse by the time I'm done with it. Bought this for a whopping $4 at the Goodwill. So, you know, if it fails, it fails. Whether or not I have fun with this project depends on whether or not it ends up working out, okay? So yeah, here we go. From drab to fab. We're just vibing. The first step in this little project is to make the dye, I guess. I kind of want it to look a little bit abstract, you know? Thinking I'll start with using the dye in a spray bottle, so I get kind of a more abstract effect than just dipping it. But if I like the color, I'm not beyond dip dyeing it, you know what I mean? I've never done this before. Let's read the instructions. If you're questioning my sanity right now by using this, so am I. I'm watching Barbie of Swan Lake because I have sophisticated tastes in movies, okay? Ooh! That is potent. Use this. Also, just for all of you guys at home, don't use food bowls. Don't be like me. Okay, basically that's the moral of this video, is don't do what I'm doing, okay? And I know for a fact these bad boys, as soon as boiling water hits them, they're dead. So I'm gonna wait for that to cool. Not at first.
Was that your sister?
Here and gone, Papa.
Don't question it, okay? Don't question it, babes. Just follow me. Wow, that is dark.
Where did you get that?
So this footage right here is kind of a fail, but I wanted to include it anyway, just in case y'all haven't dyed anything either. You want the fabric to be wet, and this was straight up dry fabric, so yeah, it didn't really work out, and it ended up in this pot.
2,000 years later.
Well, hi, hello there. It's a new day. I look just as ratchet as I did yesterday, but maybe this shirt has improved a little bit. I really can't tell. Let me move you down just a little bit here. This is what we're working with now. The whitish area is kind of turned into this weird blue color, and honestly I can't tell if I messed it up more or if I like it. I really can't tell. I do rather like the kind of blue tone we have going on here. However, I just really hate this yellow gold color. I think it throws the whole vibe off. So yeah, just to compare what we had yesterday versus today. Yeah. I don't know. How do we feel about it? Good? Bad? Ugly? I don't know. I think I'm gonna take it and like dye it up some more. I have an idea. Like the real strong dye, I think I'm gonna take it and use it sparingly. Process. Oh my god, there's a wasp. So my thought process is that I'm going to use like the real strong dye but sparingly. So the real potent dye, I'm gonna just use a small amount of it and hopefully not ruin the shirt, because like I don't know how I'm feeling about it, right? Okay, let's do it. Let's move on.
Soup.
Okay, so I am making progress on my little patchwork creation, and I'm actually really liking the direction that it's going in. Let me show you real quick. So the coloring is not perfect. It's not exactly to my liking because I really don't like these random patches of gold, but I've decided to embrace it and just go with it, and I think that it's working. The coloring is a little bit less saturated on like the camera than it is in real life, but basically I got all these different fabrics that kind of coordinate with the colors of the shirt, and I actually really like it. I think that it really works. Even this like real patterned one, all of these fabrics together, I got like little 1/4 of a yard things from Hobby Lobby, and it was like less than $3, y'all. So this is like a very cheap little project. But as you can see, I'm kind of piecing them together. I haven't decided if I want the entire back panel to be kind of patchy or what I want to do there. So I'm just starting with these 3 kind of abstract clumps, and then we're going to go from there. So these 3 fabrics are the same, like this color, and this color. They all started like this, and I just dyed this one with like the sage, and this one with the dark green. So there's still like some of that color pattern that is being tied in. So I've got this fabric, and what I'm using this for is like little appliques. So I've got like some of them cut out here, and I'm just gonna like literally like make it like a scrapbook situation. You know what I mean? Like this is so freaking cute. That's what my little update is of today. So the way I sewed it on is I'm just using a very basic standard straight stitch, and I'm lining up the edge of the fabric with the edge of the presser foot and just going ham, going crazy. That way it allows some room for the fabric to fray along the edges, since that's the look that I'm going for. If you try to do this yourself, be warned you will accidentally stab yourself with pins multiple times. So just warning you, do be prepared for that. So at the point of this footage having been taken, I am nowhere near being done with the shirt. Like at this point I haven't even done anything to the front and I haven't added the appliques. But I still wanted to show you the progress because wow. So I really have no idea what this stitch is called, but it's not a straight stitch. It has little arms on one side, if that makes sense. It's a setting on my sewing machine. I don't know if all sewing machines have that setting, but really you can use a zigzag, you can use a straight stitch. In my unprofessional opinion, you could probably use any stitch you wanted for this. So I laid down a big thick piece of cardboard and I'm using it as the back so that I can pin the shirt down to the cardboard and have a straight canvas, if that makes sense. I don't have to worry about potentially painting a wrinkle into the shirt, if that makes sense. My first attempt with paint regarding this shirt failed miserably. This is a texture / embossing mat. And I was trying to kind of stamp the design onto the fabric, and yeah, it did not work. Don't do this.
Brother, what's that, brother?
I then moved on to using stencils, which was an infinitely better idea. Just make sure when you're using a stencil, if you try to do this at home, make sure you cover all of the areas. Otherwise, it just looks like blobs. I did make that mistake a couple of times too. Okay, I'm not perfect. I'm sorry. This next part was super fun. I'm adding stitch detailing, like thick stitch detailing with embroidery floss and a needle. And I'm just kind of hand sewing on these little sewing details, stitch details. I have very minimal experience with embroidery, but you really don't need a lot of knowledge to make this look really cute. It's a scrappy, messy project by nature, and so if your stitching reflects that, it's totally okay. It's still gonna look really cute in the end. I didn't add the extra stitching to every single one of the pieces, but I added it here and there as a way to add extra interest and texture to the piece. Hi! Oh goodness, I'm not in frame. Let me tilt it down just a little bit. So yeah, I think today is the day that I'm gonna call this shirt a finished product, and I am so happy with it. Like, I know and I understand this style is not for everybody. I totally respect that, but I really love it. It's like scrappy and kind of boho, and I don't know, I like it. Like, look at the back of it. I had so much fun with this too, which is what really matters at the end of the day, if we're being for real. There's little dragonflies on it, and there's one on the bottom too. I don't know if you can see it. Little stitched ones. Like, I went back through with embroidery floss and stitched those. There's a bunch of details like that on the back too. And all in all, it was really easy. Time consuming, yes, but cheap and kind of fun way to pass the time, yes. So this is your sign to maybe give some new life to some of those old clothes that are in your closet, or go to Goodwill and find some clothes that you can revamp. All in all, it was really easy. all you need is like minimal sewing knowledge and sewing skills. It's really just like scrappy. The messier it is, the better. That's kind of the vibe. Hopefully this was a fun video for y'all to watch. I had a lot of fun making it. I'll be back very soon with some more book-related videos. I'm currently reading The First Girl Child by Amy Harmon. I just started listening to it today. And then I'm still in the process of reading Reckless by Lauren Roberts. So I'm sure I'll be talking to you guys about those books very soon. But until then, I hope you have an amazing rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, or whatever other time of day it is for you. And I'll see you next time. Bye!